Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to Suikoden 2 HD Remaster, the Dune and Unification Wars. There we go. This should be Chapter 6. This is going to be the finale. We're going to be finishing up the game here. First thing I want to do is head to Gregminster, go get Ninja, and then prepare for the end of the game. We're pretty much right there as it is. The only thing I want to do on the side is go get the golden hammer, which I might actually go... Nah, I'll go get Ninja first. But yeah, we're going to get the golden hammer as well. And then we're just going to beat the game. Because we're basically at that point now. Well, not basically, we are at that point now, right? So a lot of things happened in the last session, right? We got pretty close to being done. I thought we were going to be done, but we weren't. Sorry, 1 second here. Got pretty close to being done, but we weren't. I'm wondering if I should go get the golden hammer first, or at least try to. Because no matter what, I'm going to have to return. Is it this place? All I know is it's in a small village around here somewhere. Yeah, such a village. Funny enough, we have him in our party. I should point out too, I'm sorry for no announcement for this. I was going to, but it's been a long week. Actually, do I have anything to Aquarius? I do. Probably all hex dolls. Oh, no, there's a Chinese dish. And a knight statue. Oh, thank God. I was afraid it wasn't going to be there and I'd have to reload. Nope. Also, that reminds me too, I need to... stock up on medicine. It's gonna be a little bit of a shopping trip here. It's irrelevant at this point of the game, but I actually meant to go check the, because I know I'm going to need the money. I'm not going to equip con. I meant to go check the, fuck, what's it called? Nah, I lost my train of thought now. Irrelevant. Oh, the storage here to see if, kind of like before, we have, you know how we would have Gremio's equipment in the storage when he died? I wanted to see if we had Nanamis, and we don't, unfortunately. Just simply based off of the sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here. Simply based off of, you know, past experiences, I wanted to see if we had the, prosperity orb still. Because unfortunately we did lose that. I'm gonna sell all of that. I'll stop in here real quick. Actually, the knight armor, don't sell that yet. I want to see if anyone will take that. Nope. So I might as well go sell it. This golden hammer is exquisite. With it, I can upgrade your weapons to the maximum level. That's what we're looking at. 160, 160, 170. 170 myself. Damn. That's a huge increase. 140 for Ellie even. I'm gonna go get Ninja. I'll check our trading post to see if I can sell any of that crap there. And then we'll head to Gregminster one last time. Because I'm going all the way to Gregminster, we'll check the trading post there too. It's cool how I have all of the places now. Like I have White Deer Inn, I have, you know. Oh, where do I want to go? Banner Village. I have to think about that one for a second. I should have actually saved at that, the inn there. It's all good though. Money's gonna be slow going, unfortunately. That would have been 15k, but without the prosperity orb. But like I said, we're kind of in the home stretch here. I'd be surprised if this even takes an hour. This way. Did they have a trading post at the ninja place? I think they did. I'll check the ninja village too, because I have to pass it by anyways. Now that I know where it is. It's a tad out of my way, but nothing major. That was a huge crit. I think that was 500. It's insane. The only actual shop they have here. Alright, let's see. Yeah. Nothing. Alright, let's get out of here. I do kind of look forward to my second playthrough, my hard playthrough. Get to experience the game again, and you know. Because this was a fun game overall. It's a Suikoden game, obviously. I like Suikoden, but like I said, I could do without all of the RNG. There was so much RNG in this game. And it just felt unnecessary too. Like there were certain things, like the fishing being luck. Okay, I can understand that, right? But for like recruiting people, for finding certain items you need, stuff like that. I'm also wondering if I should replace Ellie's fire rune with a water rune. Because Nanami had the water rune. I took it off of Ninja and I gave it to her. I mean, I should be fine with all of the healing items I have. God, I went by it and I don't even remember if I saved at that save point. I'm pretty sure I did. First order of business. Hello Ninja by Con. Ellie actually has a little bit more health than Ninja, but not for long. I'm gonna leave it the way it is. I thought she had the fire rune. Oh, and a weapon. I'm an idiot. Lightning rune, that's right. Could replace the kite rune for the water. I might do that actually. Yeah, of course. Because we're here, we're just gonna take a quick look. I do have to get that deep crimson cape for Ninja. Ooh. Now let's give it to... Actually, he doesn't even need the Crimson Cape. I forgot he had the Goldlet. If I don't see any of these items in the shop, I'm just gonna sell off my inventory. I'll save here real quick. Yeah, get rid of all these hex stalls, the other stuff. The other stuff, like the Chinese dish, I'm pretty sure if I went to the right trading post, I could sell it for a better value, but with where we are in the game, I'm not really worried. I'm gonna get rid of the bonsai tree too. Night statue, yeah. Do they have... I don't. So when I go back to the home base, I'll have to get that appraised and get rid of it. And we'll get Ninja's weapon to the max rank, and then, yeah, we'll finish the game. A few things that are, sad that it happened, but I'm glad I didn't go back to, like, save scum some of the stuff. Like, Taiho's death, for example, completely just out of the blue. But it happened, and, you know, we rolled with it. Nanami's death was preventable, but obviously I didn't know it was coming up, so it happened. The only thing about Nanami's death is it blocks us from getting, like, the true good ending. It's kind of unfortunate, but this is my first playthrough. I figured I was going to miss something along the way, right? I didn't think it was going to be, like, a major character's death, but... I have no regrets about the playthrough and, like, the decisions we made. Die at lunch 5. It's the first time I've ever seen that. He'll 650 HP, Jesus. It's not bad. I think those are the only two characters that died, right? Yeah. Taiho and Nanami. And the worst thing about Taiho's death, too, is that was just completely out of the blue. It was like the last turn of that character's attack. I think it was... was it Sogan Lee? One of the first people we fought, one of the first generals. And it was like his last attack, and then he retreated, and he just happened to wipe out Ridley's unit on his way out and killed Taiho. And I was like, oh, cool. The nice thing is on my hard playthrough I won't be doing any extra side bullshit. Like, I'm not going to be doing the fishing. It took us an hour. You know, I look back in the stream, it took us an hour of just straight fishing before we finally caught a salmon. I mean, we needed shrimp too, right? So it wasn't just the one thing I was waiting on. But yeah, no, it took us a while. Guess what I want to do? I want to get those appraised, sell them off, upgrade the weapon, and I think that's it. Oh, and I want to get a water rune. I'm gonna take off her kite orb. It's useful, very useful, but Especially having Ninja in the party, I'm not going to need an AoE attack. Figured I should check to see if she had anything new, but she doesn't. What orb? It's actually one thing I don't know if I really looked at as we were progressing. If I looked at all the orb shops, and I don't know what I'm doing. If I looked at all the orb shops to see if they had anything new, and if I did, like if that was the way to kind of refresh it in our shop. I feel like that was probably one instance I didn't do a great job on. I don't know. I don't know if that's a great spell. I was thinking like full heal, full revive. We'll roll with it though. One last stop here. Everyone has a thing on their weapon, right? Yeah. I thought so, I just wanted to double check though. $165. So anything basically above 150. My last stop. I meant to stay too. That's why I stopped there for a second. I wonder if there's anything else to actually see over here, because I never really looked. Dude, he hit 1,000 as a crit. That's insane. I'm just gonna take a quick look around in this area before we finalize and finish. I feel like I know where we are, but... And it kind of helps get some of these other guys up to speed. Well, Ninja mainly. Yeah, so I know this one. That's crazy, I got the knockdown on that too. I just want to check the far east before we head in. Like, I want to know what this is. You know what? I didn't actually mean... Did he take 900 damage? Hold on a second. No, there's no way he took 900. It must have been 90. I didn't mean to auto that one. It just kind of happened. It's where the start of the game takes place. I was like, Tenzin Pass. Well, we're back at max Potch again. And the crazy thing about that is I don't even have the prosperity orb. Let's go this way first. Fucking Rikamaru just got slammed. I'll use my healing. What am I doing? I'll use my healing. And just pray I don't find like a secret boss here or something. Tad worried. Interesting. Didn't think we were gonna sneak up on that. Obviously, I do recognize where we are now, but... let's see what we can do here. Play it safe so I don't take so much damage. Yeah, but where does this lead? Like... Are we in... Yeah? Okay, I know where we are. Interesting. I almost didn't see that woman sitting there. Guess way on the other side. Just gonna go back to talk to that woman at the table there. No secrets, no nothing. Just emptiness. I would lie and say, oh yeah, this is my one last look around here, but I guess for me personally, it's not going to be. See it a few more times again yet. When I do my second playthrough. Get out of the way, little girl. This path. Surprised that's not like an achievement. Alright. No, we're done here. I'll fast travel back to the headquarters, I think. Rest up real quick. I think we got a couple paintings, but I'm just gonna play on. Not gonna go get them identified. Alright, one last check though. I want to see if there's anything to the far east here. Yeah, there isn't. There is not. Alright, this is it. Let's do it. Joshua, our army has been vanquished, but our spirit has not. You will not pass here for our fallen warriors, for the Curia, and for the king. I mean, alright. For the worst part is, I might just turn around and... Should I even bust out the big magic? Probably not, right? Yeah. Everyone but Victor, and that's because Victor is immune. I get 2 casts. She's dead. She is fucked. I wasn't gonna bust out the magic, but as soon as she busted out her magic, I'm like, you know what, fuck it. Because I was gonna say I'll just nuke her and then turn around and leave. Like that was 3,000 damage in 1 turn without even physical attacks. Alright, she's playing hardball. We will do the same. I can't believe I got two uses of that. Here comes another 2,000 damage on her head top. Yeah, easy. Why? Why can't we win? Are we not in the right? It's been a long time, Lucia. You, the daughter of Greenhill, why are you here? Have you come to mock me? I haven't forgotten my promise. I will investigate the truth of what you said about my father murdering your own. What about you? Do you still wish to die, even though I've made this promise? What promise? As acting mayor of Greenhill, it is my duty to seek out the truth and enact justice, even if it means damaging my father's reputation. Don't you wish to seek the truth for yourself too? You! It's okay, Shin. Why don't you try to run? Because I know you. You wouldn't hurt an unarmed opponent. Teresa, why do you have such faith in people? I have faith in you, that's all. Go, Joshua. This is your fight now. All that remains to me is to watch events unfold. I'm gonna be cheeky. I am gonna be extremely cheeky. We're gonna go replenish our magic. Nah, I meant to save too. Alright. I wonder if they're still going to be there when I come back in. No, I didn't think so. I love how they gave us the dungeon music here. Let's play it safe. I really don't need to, but let's play it safe. There's no way this is the correct path. Okay. Whole squad wipe. Yeah. Let's turn around. Same thing either way, yeah. That's what I kind of figured. Fog robe. Armor defense 47, repel magic 10%, water resistance. Anyone want it? Yeah, Ellie can take it. Bronze them. Probably better to focus on one. These guys are going to have a lot of health. Kill Ellie. Victor's still good though. Bolt of Wrath. Magic? Yeah. If it loops back around at all, I will do the other loop, but I'm not going to run back and forth and keep going back and forth like I kind of just did. Alright, we'll heal Victor. Get him some health. Okay, so we'll do the loop on the other side too. Just see what's cracking over there. Maybe there's some items or something. Flame helmet. I think I've seen one of those before. Defense 30, strength 4, fire resistance. Yeah, Humphrey has it. Yeah, those are the main doors. Just as I thought. Ooh, the Garden of Treasure there. Okay, so that's where I would have came up at. I continue to follow this path. Fury Orb. Always anger. Stuck on the guy. I'm really noticing, and I'm taking that in for my second playthrough, but I'm really noticing how many things do fire damage and how invaluable it is to have that fire sealing orb on somebody, or fire sealing rune, sorry, because it just completely voids water damage or fire damage and water damage. Think about how many things have actually done water damage to me. Barely anything, if anything at all. And then combining that fire sealing rune with his sword weapon, the fire lizard rune, which does increase damage, but I take fire damage. Then I don't take any. I just do increased damage. Right. So that's probably the best. Has to be one of the best combos in the game, if not the best combo, because like I said, Victor alone could have soloed Luca. Because Luca couldn't damage him. Let alone like some of these other bosses and stuff that I fight. I just can't damage Victor with most of their attacks. I say that about the Chimera. Obviously the Chimera has another attack. We've seen it already, but I'm just saying, like, in general, anything that just does straight fire damage, it's irrelevant. So you've come this far. It seems our efforts to prevent the Bright Shield Rune and the Black Sword Rune from meeting in battle were for naught. Genku and I, all we were able to do was prolong things a little bit longer. Stand aside. That I cannot do. I am sworn to defend this king, and as a general I would not neglect this oath. My duel with Kinkaku continues here. Think you can beat me, boy? I defended. I wasn't going to open up with a special attack either, but I figured, fuck it, let's go hard. But yeah, no, I ran into that. That was my own fault. Ugh, boy, Kinkaku's son, what is your name? I'm called Joshua. Joshua, I must apologize to all of you. 25 years ago, Kinkaku and I sealed our two runes, the Bright Shield Rune and the Black Sword Rune, were once a single rune. The power of their true form, the Rune of Beginning, is that to rule over conflict. However, in order to wield that power, to obtain the Rune of Beginning, you must first... Joshua, you are a strong young man, but Kinkaku and I were weak. Forgive us for our weakness, the suffering we caused you. Go, boy. Wait, I wanted to heal. Kinkaku, now I can finally rest. Okay, I'm not actually injured. Like, I am, but you know what I mean. I thought I was still gonna have like a third of my health left. Check these side rooms. got poisoned and then came in with an 1100 crit. Do I go upstairs? This place is fucking massive. All right, let's hit this first. Wind amulet, champion's orb. I know the champion's orb just, yeah, no longer spawns weak enemies. I was really timid to go up there because I was like, I don't want to start something. I must say, I do appreciate this as a final dungeon compared to the palace in Gregminster. Just because, yeah, there's really not much going there. But at the same time, I have to wonder, though, too. Like, if this is the final dungeon, you know, they have all this good gear and stuff. So it can't be, like, the end yet. I might have to heal the left side here. It's a lucky ring. Not that I need that. Okay, so the only path I didn't explore going on this right side is the upstairs. Now, is this locked? No, it's just an ambush. Okay, cool. At least these guys are super weak. There must be multiple paths to the same area. There's no way that... I wasn't expecting an actual fight out here. Go ahead and heal Humphrey. Yeah, so that's the door I would have came through if that door wasn't locked. Interesting that that one's not. But that leads out there, as I figured. So let's explore this path. I'll explore the upstairs. Probably should have went the other way, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Wasn't there another path down here? Maybe not. Do a little bit more damage control here in a second. Yes, there was. But it's locked. Just thinking, did I come all the way from... I didn't. So that one path where that door is locked, I haven't explored from here. But that's what that door is, okay. I just want to make sure. So then if I go this way, I can just go straight up then. Could also take the main stairs outside, but... Rather go this way. Stone of Power, we'll use that. And Stone of Protection. My stats have to be, like, beefy. Yeah, they are. Look at that. I have the most strength out of anyone here. Dexterity, only second in ninja. Protection is not the best, considering armor rating and stuff, but high magic, like, everything is over 100, almost over 150, right? It's rare that they get that attacking. I'll have Victor and myself. I'll use the spinach juice. Cause poison for a little bit, but that's fine. Rikamaru too. I wonder if we'll go to level 60 before we're done here. It's a good, very good chance that we might. Ooh, it's locked. All of that for that, eh? Okay. I'm still gonna check the other side, because I didn't figure these were gonna be... I can't go that way. Didn't figure these were gonna be like the main exits, but I want to know. And then we'll go up the main stairs. I didn't mean to do that, by the way. I meant to do the leader attack, I just wasn't even thinking. That was like the first time, I'm pretty sure, that I've naturally encountered those guys. Knockdown, poison, getting wailed on. Alright, let's see what's up here. Same sort of deal. Not quite. It's a lot of guys. Another Master's Garb. I don't know if anyone will take that. A lot of people, actually. Let's go Rikamaru. Because I get the 30 defense from the armor, but for that Master's Garb, he gets 45 defense, 15 strength, 15 dex. Watch that area back there be a dead end, but now I want to know, you know. I feel anytime we encounter these static group of guards, it's kind of the sign of we're going the right way. That was a good dodge. I'm also curious now too. A lot of backtracking. Not necessary backtracking, but just a lot of backtracking. Because I want to know what's up those stairs then. Nah. Fuck's sakes. Whole lot of nothing. Okay. Well, at least I know. We'll heal myself and Ellie, I think. So then the only way forward now is following this left path, going outside around. Right? Yeah. Because I've kind of crossed off every other path so far. Because up was a leading to the outside, straight up was a dead end. I've still managed to get through all of this so far without having to bust out any real magic, which is nice. Okay, so that was the door I just looked at. There we go. I'm almost level 60, which is awesome. I'd love to hit level 60. That's probably not a door, it's not. Okay. This one has the save point. We'll make sure we make a save here. And immediately get jumped. Did you see my front line though? Beefy, beefy, beefy. A chest in the corner. Another escape talisman. Saves us having to run all the way out of here, I guess. Ooh. Put it over the winged boots. And we'll pass the winged boots on. Oops. Not shift, unite attack. I would assume these things have 3 attacks, by the way, because they have 3 heads. Nice, level 60. But I've only ever seen 2 of their attacks. That's more than I want to. Anyone else? No. I'm not going to backtrack, I'll just rely on the autosave on that one. Windows set 7, end of the game. Alright, getting that feeling. This has to go to the podium, I would imagine. Yeah. Again, eh? Now they're getting me worried. And it healed me from all the fighting too. Yeah, full heal. Alright. Joshua, the personal chambers of the Blight family lay beyond here. There are no place for intruders like you. This is all that's left of our country, all that's left of our pride. We won't let you trample on it. I'll use force if I must. Yeah, well, you're welcome to try. Go ahead and be like Luca Blight, just hacking apart everything in your path. Prepare yourself, Joshua. Alright. Well, hammer one at a time. $2,100 damage. Yeah, I didn't think he was gonna survive that. I was hoping he wasn't gonna survive that. All right, let's play the back burner for a second here. Let's do Battle Oath, and then we'll use our last judgment on him. Ooh, they disabled magic, eh? I mean, that's not that scary. I wonder if the magic is still disabled. Probably not. He should be dead after this. Yeah. I didn't think he was going to survive that. Everyone hit level 60. That's awesome. This didn't have to happen. Is it really so strange, Joshua, that we should fight? Commander Joshua, just as you are the hope of the ninja army, King Jowie is ours. He rid us of Luca Blight, and we hope that he would lead Highland to a better future. That is all. Go on, we don't have the strength left to fight. No, wait. I want to turn back. Colgan, it was fun. All the plans we made for this country, for the future, we fought so hard. Indeed, it is a fine thing to meet our destiny alongside our kingdom. What's wrong, Jowie? Palika. Palika, this is where we say goodbye. I know. But you'll be back soon, just like always, right? Palika, this will likely be the last time you see me. It's goodbye forever. But, no. No, I don't want you to go away. I don't want to be alone. Palika, listen to me. You're gonna grow up and meet lots of people, and you're gonna lose a lot of people too. That's why you mustn't forget, Palika. Enjoy the moments you have together and don't feel sad about the goodbyes, okay? Palika. Okay, I understand, but can I just ask one favor? What is it? Can you pick me up and hold me like my daddy used to, just once, please? Sure. My daddy, he used to hold me like this, just like this. Thank you, Palika. You asked for me? Come in. I have a favor to ask, Julia. What is it? Seed and Culligan are buying us some time, but this castle will soon fall, and when that happens, so too will the Kingdom of Highland. Before that happens, I want you to take Palika and flee to Harmonia. I've prepared a nice, secluded home for the two of you there. I've given all the details to the servants. I want you to live there, not as a member of the Blight family, but under a new name. As you wish. So, is it really over? I'm afraid so. In that case, farewell. Come along, Palika. Julia, I'm sorry. Why do you say that? Why are you apologizing? Julia? You think I didn't know how you used me, what you did to my brother and father, what you saw? I knew all of it. But even then, even there, I always loved you for your heart, your dreams, your goals. Why do you apologize to me now? You did what you believed was right. You don't need to apologize for that. That is the kind of man I married, the kind of man that I loved. If I were to die, would you shed tears for me? Please live, Julia. This is our final goodbye, Julia. Goodbye, Jowie. Goodbye, Julia. Let's see. Oh god, what the hell? They really progressed us there. Journeyman orb is shining. Your fatigue is lifted. Being cheeky again. Who knows, we might need it. Leon? Yeah, we're not actually going to fight Leon. Joshua, through the outcome is not as I intended, I must admit, I'm impressed you made it here, that you emerged victorious. Well, this is the end. The Beast Rune, the incarnation of hatred that is Luca Blight's legacy, lays here before you. I can no longer maintain the seals on the materialization. It has already unleashed its thirst for blood on the citizens of Muse. If unleashed, this beast would ravage the land until all has returned to nothingness, just as Luca Blight wished. This is your final trial, Joshua. Are you up to the task? That cutscene, though. Oh, he's 5 pieces, eh? Okay. How do I want to handle this? Let's see. One of the heads didn't take damage. Okay, the left head didn't take damage. Okay. I don't know if I should be targeting the rune or if I should be targeting certain aspects of this thing. Should be okay. Yeah, let's just defend for now. Okay. I like the look of that. I don't need to double magic here. What I would probably want to do... Maybe I should. I don't want to waste magic. Okay, getting rid of the rune seemed to just kill it. No XP, but a ton of money for that. The eerie silence. The throne room, huh? So Jowie was here. Nobody's here. It's interesting that the ninja said something. Damn, the whole place is starting to come down. We need to leave. True. We gotta get back quick before the others start worrying about us. Oh, I wonder if, because it says meet at the place that they promised. I wonder if that was the place in the pass that I looked at. Probably, right? Commander Joshua, could he have... Don't say that, even as a joke. He'll make it out, I know it. He can't die. He's going to bring peace to this land. There's no way he would die. Look. Joshua. Joshua. I was worried about you, Joshua. Welcome back, Joshua. That's the Joshua I know. You got more good luck than you need. You did it. You really came back, Joshua. Yeah, yahoo! Well, we escaped. You know what's funny? We only ever lost... Actually, no, that's a lie. I was gonna say we only ever lost one boss fight, and that was to the rat thing that was in the sewers, but that's not true. We also lost the one to the harpy, if I remember correctly. So we only lost two fights. Good morning, Joshua. Hey, come on, get up. Lord Mackay from Two River and Mayor Gustav from Tintor and everyone else are all waiting for you in the Great Hall. No dragging your feet. The war may be over, but there are still lots of things to be done. You've got a whole new nation to build, right? I was gonna say, let me guess. Ninja's not with me anymore. I think that final fight, I think it probably would have been a lot worse if I didn't have AoE magic, because we pounded that thing with, well, roughly it was like 2,700 damage from the Pale Gate rune, like orb, with 3 ultimate attacks, and then I was hitting it with 600 roughly before that rune died. We've been waiting you, Commander Joshua. I commend you, Commander Joshua. Now we can leave behind this long history of conflict. Well, at least now there's only one less enemy threatening the soil of the city-states. We still don't have true peace in these lands. This is why we're here before you today with a request, Commander. So long as the Holy Kingdom of Harmonia exists to the north, stability here will remain uncertain. Furthermore, the city-states once fell to Lucablight because no trust existed between us. What this land needs is a single, undivided nation. Thus, we ask that you found the Ninja Republic here and serve as its leader. Master Shu has already brought this matter before each other of the city-states and obtained our consent. The idea was voted on and approved unanimously by the 3 houses of parliament and Two River as well. If it means a stronger nation, we have no objections either. The kingdom of Matilda is no more, but we will follow your orders in this matter, Commander Joshua. I agree with Miklotov. Lucablight may have robbed Muse of much of its strength, but we still haven't lost our pride as the center of the Alliance. As acting mayor of Muse City, I also intend to follow you in this, Commander. I can't do it. So where will you go, Joshua? Hey Joshua, where do you think you're going? Look, there is a great power within you, and I don't mean that rune on your hand either. You shouldered the hopes of many people, and you have a duty to carry them through to the end. That goes for all those who died in this war, too. Leave it, Flick. He needs to do this. But I just want you to remember one thing, Joshua. You've always got a home to come back to here. Gonna make a separate save. I wonder if I can grab people to come with me. I'll go on my own. It's more fitting that way. Renew. Tenzin Pass. I guess a safer option probably would have been bribing. I had to think about which way to go for a second there. Joshua, you came. Just like you promised, here we are once again. This is where our journey began. You and I started out walking the same path, but ended up going our separate ways at some point. Even so, I have no regrets. If I were to regret my actions, I would have done so already when I betrayed the Safe States and assassinated Lady Annabelle. You and I were a lot alike. We were both aiming for the same thing, but at the Highland camp after I helped you both escape, I was captured and brought before Luke of Blight again. I hated his brutal ways, it's true, but I can't deny that I admired his strength a little bit at the same time. I thought if I was that strong, I could protect everyone, that I could create a gentle world where no one would ever be hurt again. But no, forget about it. This is a battle between the King of Highland and the leader of the Ninja Army. This is truly the final battle. We don't need to fight. Yes, we do, Joshua. Here goes, Joshua. Why won't you fight, Joshua? Fought the final battle with Jowie. Why? Why have you come all this way, only to now decide not to fight? There's no reason we must fight. Oh, but there is. To remove any trace of the Highland Kingdom from this land. Agaris and Luke are already dead, and I put Gilead to rest with my own hands, which makes me the last living Blight. And you are the hero that will defeat me. Extinguish the Blight bloodline once and for all, or there will always be fanatics who seek to revive the Highland Kingdom. After all, Sometimes hope can drive people to madness. Let's make our war the last to ever plague this land. If he kills me and I don't actually, like, end the game, I'm gonna be so sad. Joshua, I always envied you, even in the moment you're kind. I think that's why I betrayed you. You're loved by so many people, so I... Joey. I used too much power. The beast rune that Luca tried to free, I had to use my black sword rune to stop it. Our two runes together, they make a true rune. But when used alone, they draw upon our vital energy. Joshua, at this rate, we'll both die. So I give you my life so that the two can become once again. Joshua, give me your right hand. I can't do that. Joshua, I'm sorry. I can't endure it anymore. All the lives that I stole, all the people I hurt. I understand, Joey. Both of us, we fought for what we believe, for the peace that is to come. You defeated me and ended the Blight family bloodline. The kingdom of Highland is no more. Soon, history will tell the tale of how a triumphant hero brought low the wicked king of Highland. The tale of your brave deeds will bring the people respite, help them forget the horrors of war and violence. Even the defeated soldiers will take comfort in knowing that they had been deceived by a villain from the outset. Joshua, become a great leader for me. Stand guard over this peace that we fought so hard for. The room will lend you its power, I'm sure of it. Farewell, Joshua, my friend. So I guess we do become, like, quote-unquote king in the end. Yeah. Or mayor, president, whatever. Well, I guess not mayor, but king or president, probably. Probably president. It wasn't the true good ending, but it was good ending, I would say. Apparently you could just accept the crown and not go after Joey, and, you know, that's that. It's sad that only I remain. Became Mayor of Greenhill and made peace with the correct should go history from his marriage, sharpened skills, never returned to New Academy, later become headmaster and also taught at the school. Thank God they actually gave us more time to read these. I was afraid I was going to have to speed read these. Returned to Muse City and was later elected as mayor, finished his term as acting mayor and chose to live as a normal citizen, took up the position of commander-in-chief of the Ninja Army. Refused the position, the Ninja Republic returned to live in Radat. As promised, she returned to Radat with freedom, lived happily ever after, founded a library in Tinto City, and taught many children the magic of learning. It's 2 stars that we won't be able to see. Fought in the Grasslands War as commander of the Tinto City forces, living happily in Two River City, where she opened a restaurant. Occasionally visits Marlowe and marvels at his great scholarship. Returned to the White Deer Inn to live a happy life with Alex and Pete. Returned to hunt White Deer Inn, but can't seem to lose his treasure hunting bug. Once the war was over, he had fulfilled his long service as a knight and left. I was surprised to see Maximilian form the Matilda Knights and put forward to be their commander, but politely declined the honor. Formed the Matilda Knights with the Miklov, journey to the Western Grasslands. Continued to be a private investigator in Radat. Turning to her life as a traveling performer, often thanks to Joshua, leads a group of performers, Ellie and Bulgan, and travels around the world. Return to his life as a traveling performer while continuing to read books and studying Herd. Doesn't sound like Bulgan. Travels with her music group, sharing her beautiful voice with people everywhere. Travels with Anna Lee and continues to get into trouble wherever he goes. Travels with his group while improving the armor skills that he learned in Crom. Died on the battlefield, unfortunately. Enjoys a life of fishing on the shores of Lake Torren. Once more, journeying in an effort to discover the edge of the world. Left the Ninja Republic to once again pursue Uber. Journey to Kanakin, south of Torren Republic, to continue delving into the mystery of the Sindar. Scheming to investigate the ruins of Kanakin before Killy can get there. Patch things up with his strange wife after being dragged home by Tomo, where they now live as family. Having returned his parents, she is currently living happily at home with both of them. I thought that was a boy. Journeyed to the grassland without saying a word to anyone. Stayed in the ninja army as magic instructor, still as infuriating as ever. With his contract over, he vanished, whereabouts are currently unknown. Challenged Valeria to a duel, but after fighting to a draw, resumed her journey of training. Good old Ridley. Turned to the Tuva River, where he continued as leader of the Kolba army and helping to train the younger generation. Turned to Two Rivers, currently stirring up lots of trouble with his pals, living a strange, funny life while still teasing Chaco. Achieved his desire to become captain of the Ninja Army Cobalt unit, currently perform admirably as Jinjin's second command. Finally found her grandpa and returned home with Taro. Journey to the Holy Kingdom Harmonia to continue his studies abroad. Left with Vincent on a journey to the Holy Kingdom Harmonia, still working as the armorer of Shaw Castle. Stayed in the Ninja Republic and became commander of the Elite Guards. Returned to his life of wandering, nobody knows of his whereabouts. Returned to Klon in the Torren Republic, where his expulsion was rescinded, and resumed his training. Living happily with her daughter's family in Two River, has gambling business Shaw Castle, still a raging success. Turned to Lake West, where he is building the largest bathhouse in Ninja. Traveled north once again in search of the object of his revenge. Never forgot to do his daily run, squats, push-ups, and sit-ups. Training daily with her master. Her goal is to beat a bear with her bare hands. Almost sounds like Paul from Tekken. It's Gadget. Jesus. Maybe we should have used Gadget. Riding on Gadget, she took off on an adventure to find Chupo. Continues to allow Meg to travel with him despite her selfishness. Returned to his quiet life in Crom Village. Journeyed north towards the Torren Republic. Continued to work as a blacksmith at Shaw Castle, dreaming of working on a famous sword. Continues to work as an appraiser to try and bring his Kelden Orin collection to 1,000. Set off for the Torren Republic to battle his arch rival Crowley the Wizard. Tired of warrior, returned as mercenary, returned to his wife and child in Zexin, retired Ray. Still living the Republican Ninja and trying to expand Gordon's mercantile. Thought about wiping his hands at Theory and making an honest living, but quickly changed his mind. Continued to work hard to grow delicious vegetables in the fertile fields of Tinto. Returned to Black Dragon Island to lay flowers on the grave of Shun Min. Turned to South Window to continue inventing and making trouble for his neighbors. Looking for inspiration for new work following the completion of Shaw Castle's guardian deity. Turned to Auntie to continue her work as a rune sage. Still an incredible popular dancer in the streets of Cuscus. After returning to the Forest Village, he then headed for Crystal Valley to continue studying. After the war, he considered his role fulfilled and returned to Leknat's service. I forgot. I read Auntie and I was like, that's not this game. And then I was like, oh yeah, that's right. What else? With no place to return, he still protects Shaw Castle from all intruders. Return quietly to the first. Return to the forest from whence he sprung. Set off again on a journey to the one temple of Crystal Valley. Set off for Crystal Valley with Humphrey in search of more information about dragons. Travel to the grasslands, search for a bride for Bonaparte. Continues his journey to become the fastest man in the land. Having completed Hanzo's mission, return to Rakaku Hamlet. Return to Rakaku Hamlet with Mondo. Commandeered a ship and returned to the island nation. Stayed ninja as a beastmaster where he practices unique skills. Moved back to the Cobalt village where he complains a lot but lives a happy life. Returned to the deep forest where she lives a life in harmony with nature. Returned with Shiro to the woods near Ruby, but occasionally visits the deep forest too. Always seems by the side of his master, Kinnison. Yeah, I didn't know Kinnison was a guy. There's Flickin' Victor. Maybe they're going back to the Torn Republic finally. Oh. That's hilarious. Just dragging him. Oh God. Instead of going back to the warrior's village, sets off on a journey with Victor. Having finally destroyed Necklord, sets off on an aimless journey for a change of pace. Tried to follow Flick, but lost sight of him. Returned to the academy to wait for his return. Decided to observe human life instead of returning to Blue Moon Village. With no vampires left to hunt, he set off to look for a new life. Set off once again on his hunt for Elsa. Drank too much champagne, accidentally teleported her off somewhere. Continued to journey for his manhood surrounded with Tenger, dreaming of her wedding to Hicks with a beautiful dress and the blessings of the entire village. Led his own unit during the Matilda campaign, was killed by the Mercenary Fortress. At the Mercenary Fortress, stayed in the ninja and received training as a military strategist on the Shu. Returned to Greg Minster with the Torn volunteer soldiers as she led. Became keeper of the vault of the Ninja Republic. Returned to Muse to begin treating the people who were injured during the war. Continued his advanced training mission while assisting Dr. Wan. They say there's never an empty chair at her tavern in Shaw Castle. Returned to Torn to get extra funds for his travels, but was caught and now spends his day training. Said goodbye to Shu and continued his journey to research and write a biography of Mathayu. Dreams a quiet life, even as he continues to play a vital role in Ninja. Died in Rock Axe Astral trying to protect Joshua and Jowie. Continues to lead the Ninja Republic. Suikoden 2. Like I said, I never played the first one, but it's just, you know, graphical enhancements, obviously. But I would say, overall, I liked the game. You know, it's still a Suikoden game. It was still fun. Different change of pace from the first game. The first game, you know, there's the prologue, and then you kind of jump into things as soon as, like, you get Torn Castle or whatever you rename it to, right? In this game, it feels like the prologue is really long. It took us, you know, quite a few hours, like, what, 16 hours maybe? Like, it was like the first quarter of the game is a prologue, and then you finally get the castle, and then you go from there, right? So it definitely felt like it was very linear up until the point where we got what we had founded as Shaw Castle, but it was actually North Window Castle. But anyways, though, very, very long prologue. Very long prologue until, you know, that part of the game opens up, and then from there it feels like the Suikoden game I thought it would. My biggest complaint obviously is, like I said, all the RNG that is involved in this, or the luck that you need in this for a various amount of things. So for example, to progress the story, we have to do that gambling game with Tai-Ho, which, as you've seen, it took me like 3-4 tries to recruit him. Again, you have to play that gambling game, which again took me, you know, 3 or 4 tries. On top of that, to recruit the one person that we got in Lake West that actually does the gambling game, you had to play the gambling game. Thankfully it went well for me that time. The cook-offs are heavily luck based, I would say. Well, maybe not heavily, but they're luck based, because you don't know who you're going to get in tandem with like the panel of judges. So for example, we've seen it a few times where I would get like 3 meat lovers and then a like vegetable only person, and it was like, okay, well, you know, you make a meat dish because that's where all the points are going to be, but still, right? On top of that, the rare finds, I think it was a great mechanic. I just think that it just contributed to that whole luck thing. But I don't think the rare finds was bad in any way. I just think, you know, it's looking at the overall picture of it's a heavily luck based game. On top of that, the rope climbing challenge game, that was heavily luck based. The fishing mini game, heavily luck based, right? Like the fishing took me an hour of just sitting there constantly, right? Before we finally caught a salmon. I think I was almost up to 100 fish, probably more than that. We probably caught 100 fish, right? The duels, not so much, because you can kind of read the dialogue and kind of get a sense of what attack they're going to do. But the whack-a-mole, obviously, it's both luck and skill. I would consider that more skill. The dancing minigame, I would consider that more skill. There's something else too. Oh, the recruiting that, well, all the flying squirrels, but the one flying squirrel specifically just did not want to spawn for the longest time, so that took me a while too. I probably spent a good hour trying to get that last flying squirrel, which was just crappy. But yeah, like I said, there was a lot of luck involved in this game, and it felt like it was too much, right? It wasn't even like, some of it wasn't even side stuff. Some of it was necessary luck. So, I mean, you know, sometimes you have good luck and sometimes you don't, but overall, though, I would say, like I said, though, I really enjoyed it. I like the mechanic of having 3 different rune slots so that you can have multiple magic on characters that, you know, had that opportunity. I like the fact that if you imported a save from Suikoden 1, you get, you know, the protagonist and other few things too, right? Yeah, I don't think there was really much else that I didn't enjoy, except for, like I said, the heavily luck-based sections. Would I liked to have everyone survive 100%, but this is my authentic first playthrough, and besides, you know, looking up where to find the last people because I wanted to just recruit everyone. I didn't look up any spoilers or anything like that. So again, like, I didn't know that, you know, Nanami was in danger of dying, obviously, in Rock Axe and stuff like that. But, you know, I will do a playthrough on hard, but I'm not going to stream that. I'm just going to play it at my own pace, right? That was another thing too. You'd think that they would project a little bit better the event timer, the in-game event timer. I didn't even know that was a thing until, like, it was already kind of too late. And it's only for Clive's side quest, so it was kind of weird that that's even a thing to begin with, but irrelevant, I guess. The only other thing I wanted to touch upon too was the war battles. So I had heard that a lot of people hated the war battles in this game because they weren't as good as the first game. I would agree. At first I was like, no, they're not that bad, but I kind of do agree with that. So the first game, it was a lot more hands-on and you had a lot more control. This game, it appears like you're actually doing more. It appears that you have more control and that, you know, there's tactics and stuff to be involved, but there really isn't. When you break it down at the end of the day, you know, and I think it was apparent with the last battles, you've seen that it was tough. I was having to stack units that were like glass cannons, and even still I was having tough encounters, and it felt like it was just down to luck at some point. So I feel like if they had balanced the war battles a little bit better, I think it would have really took off. I know in Suikoden 4 they have ship battles, which those were fun from what I remember. I've never played Suikoden 3 obviously, or any other titles, but yeah, that was the last thing I wanted to touch upon. We're just gonna let the credits roll out here, watch any remaining cutscenes, and then that'll probably be it for this. Put an end to the stream, obviously. That way, this is its own contained video. I may or may not stream again later today with something else. I still want to finish Fallout 3 before I start anything major, but it's so hard to find the will to sit down and want to actually play it, because I'm at that point where it's like I'm not gaining XP. I've already played the game like years ago, so I've been to every location and all that stuff, but I will kind of push through it just to finish it off, because we're pretty close to the end of the game. So whether I do finish exploring everywhere, or if I just, you know, say screw it and just beat the game, just run through the story, either way I'm going to sit down and finish it. And don't even get me started on Destroy All Humans 2. God, it's like 3 years running and I still haven't gone back for it, but I do want to go back for it. As far as like our YouTube series are concerned, like actual video series, still having an issue with my computer, obviously, so it's hard to render out videos at the same pace that I was rendering before. So still gonna have, you know, the Hogwarts Legacy series up, but I'm waiting to get it all rendered out basically at this point, so that I can kind of just throw it out there, and then I might jump back to Kingdom Hearts. 365 2-day or whatever it's called, because I was playing that. I have, you know, a good portion of it, probably at least 1/3 if not close to a half of the game played and recorded and rendered, but I just kind of stopped because I was hitting a wall with the gameplay. But I want to sit down, force myself to play through that too, because I do want to continue the Kingdom Hearts saga, play through all the games there. Obviously, like I've said, I've only played 1 and 2, so I want to get back to playing 2 and then play all these spin-off games, but I don't want to skip, you know, the next in line that I've already played almost half the game of. So there's that. And as for live streams and stuff too, you know, I've been enjoying doing it, you know, at a non-regular, non-scheduled pace. It's kind of nice, right? I'm pretty busy overall, so it's nice not having to be like, oh, I have to go and I have to stream here and now and all that. But I do like to give, you know, advance notice on certain things and when I'm streaming stuff too. So for example, you know, when we did the Diablo 4 streams way back when, the Fallout 3 streams, even for this too, I tried to telegraph it, and Suikoden 1 as well, try to telegraph it so that you guys, if you wanted to catch it live, you could, and you'd see it and stuff, right? Played Suikoden 2 and got the 108 star ending in Suikoden 2. Even though Nanami died, but yeah, we'll save the completed game down. And there you go. Took us 37 hours and 25 minutes. We were level 61 by the time we finished. And it's crazy because people said this was like a 15-hour game. Alright? I've seen playthroughs on YouTube that are like 15 hours, and meanwhile we're sitting here, right? We clocked in at, like I said, 37 hours when all's said and done, right? But I enjoyed it. I really did. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed Suikoden 1 Remaster, right? But yeah, like I said, that's going to be it for now, for this stream, for this video, you know. Thanks to everyone who checked out, you know, not only today with the stream, but the entire series, everyone lurking, everyone watching after the fact. I had fun with it. I did. And yeah, like I said, we might be back later today. Maybe I'll bring Door Kickers 2 for a little bit or something. But yeah, probably just going to play something roguelike-esque or something that I can, you know, just play rounds of. But that'll be it. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you later. Bye.